Good morning, everyone. This is the fourth part of the chapter Food Security in India, Class 9, subject Social Science. Student, in this section, we will begin from page number 49, where we would like to make critical analysis of the current status of public distribution system in India. In the previous section, it was discussed that the government made a food security system by the two component, that was buffer stock and public distribution system. In the buffer stock, it was effort of the government to store the food grains after collecting it from the state of India, which had surplus production, and through the granaries of the Food Corporation of India, government tried to make a buffer stock. Government also made effort to help the farmer, to protect the farmer by making the minimum support price, which was a price, a promise from the government, where government before the sowing of seed made a promise that if farmer will produce, no matter what the market price will, government will purchase their food articles at this price. On the other side, student, it was also tried by the government that poor section or the needy section of society can be given these food, can be distributed these food which are stored in the granaries of the Food Corporation of India through the issue prices, which was lower than the market prices. By this means government has tried to protect the farmer as well as the poor section of society, where government has purchased the food grains at the higher prices and had distributed among the poor at the less prices, by making substantial loss for itself, but ensuring that there is a good benefit being provided to these two sections. Then we discuss also in the previous section that there exists public distribution system in which government, through its 5.5 lakh ration shop, or it is also called fair price shop, can be distributing the food articles, and these facilities can be given to the people holding ration card of the various category like Antyodaya card, below poverty line card, and above poverty line card. So now let us begin from the current status of public distribution system, in which there is no doubt in the mind that this particular public distribution system has remained an important step for the government of India to provide food security to all the people of the country. But at the same time, when it was started and till the present time, there are a lot of changes and correction being done. Let us find out one by one. Student, when the public distribution system was introduced, it was having a universal distribution plan. It means there was no discrimination made between rich and poor. All the food articles and essential products were given comparatively at the lower prices than the market price, without making discrimination between the needy section of society and those who are belonging to the category of where such kind of help was not required. Later it was realized, after a few years it was realized that government need to make some review of its policy, because it is distributing food grain to that section also with a price which is actually not required to them. Means the government was giving undue advantages to the certain well-off section of the society. So government has made change in the year 1992 called revamped public distribution system. Under this system, government has chosen some of the backward area. Approximately, as per your textbook, 1700 blocks were chosen there to provide food grains to this section. In these area, government is likely to give special attention so that food security to its true sense can be achieved for this section of society. In further changes, it was year June 97 when government has tried to make its public distribution system as more targeted, where government made targeted public distribution system, and effort was to finalize the poorest of the poor section of society so that they can be provided food articles and as other essential product at the prices which is much lower than the market price. First time also one thing started, that now there was two different prices for the two different section or the three different section according to the ration card what they were holding. Means if it was the Antyodaya card, it means the section was very poor, so they were given uh, the food grains with almost negligible price. Then there was another category of the BPL and APL, so accordingly their prices were higher, considering that they have better purchasing power compared to the poorest section of society. After that, in 2000, two schemes were introduced. One was Antyodaya Ann Yojana for the poorest of the poor section of society, and later there was Annapurna scheme, which was for the senior citizen. Both these schemes remain connected with the existing network of the public distribution system. So by all these efforts, with all the changes made in the public distribution system, we can say that our public distribution system has successfully achieved few things. Let us discuss one by one what the things could be achieved. Number one, that over the years when the public distribution system has been into the force, however, there are few instances of hunger or starvation death, but at the larger scale there has remained food security. There has not any situation of famine in any part of the country. If even if the condition weather condition has remained adverse, even if the large scale failure has taken place in any of the state, government has taken the surplus production of the other state and has managed to have sufficient food stuff for the people living in the troubled state, wherever the people were having not sufficient. Every time whenever the MSP was changed, government has made it clear that it should be able to protect the farmers. Also, procuring of the food by increasing the food production was helpful for the farmer. Price changes was also considered with the requirement of the society, that what capabilities have been developed among the poor section of society. By this means, our public distribution system has achieved a lot in the direction of ensuring food security and making also sure that the people get food stuff as per their economic status. Moving to next step, in which we will be making the critical uh, uh, some of the criticism is also existing for the public distribution system. Few are we are going to mention in this section, and remaining we shall discuss in the next section of this chapter, student. So one particular point we can say, if you will go to the table, first go to the graph 4.2. there is a graph 4.2, student, and there is a table also. Let us discuss both these one by one to understand that what is the scenario in which public distribution system. Table 4.3. First, let us go through that how public distribution system journey has moved. It was up to 1992, process of coverage target group was universal, and price of wheat and rice was rupees 2.34 kg per kg and rupees 2.89 per kg. After that, it was revamped public distribution system in the 1992, where the backward blocks were added. 20 kilogram of food grain were insured for them. The price of the wheat was rupees 2.80 per kg and rupees 3.77 per kg. Then the targeted public distribution system was there, in which 1997 poor and non-poor, that was divided into BPL and APL family. 35 kilogram of food grains were given. BPL families were given comparatively lower, that is wheat at the rate of 4 rupees 15 paisa and rice at the rate of 5 rupees 65 paisa. While APL was supposed to pay higher, as I said that APL is in a better condition, so they were supposed to pay rupees 6.10 paisa and rupees 8.30 paisa for the rice. After that, there was Antyodaya Ann Yojana. In the 2002, poorest of the poor section was covered. 35 kg of food grain were given at a very less price, that is wheat at rupees 2 and rice at rupees 3. But pay attention over here, that Annapurna scheme, which was for the senior citizen, 10 kg of food grain were given to them free of cost, because they are in the age group where they are not expected to make the money. So the senior citizen of the country were provided completely free of cost these 10 kilogram of food grain. And we have discussed in the earlier section, now there is a national food security which was initiated, National Food Security Act, which was started in 2013, priority household were given 5 kg per person per month. The price of wheat is rupees 2 per kg and rice rupees 3 per kg. That is how, student, you can find that over these years the public distribution system has made the growth. Now coming back to the topic from where we were discussing, that though public distribution system has remained very productive and very fruitful for ensuring the food security among the people of the country, but at the same time we must not forget that there are certain shortcomings also. Like, it has been observed that the actual stock is much higher than the buffer stock, and this higher buffer stock, in spite of overflowing granaries, there are few incidents across the country where some people used to meet starvation death or commit suicide because of the lack of food available to them. This is unfortunate, because on the one side, when there is overflowing granaries, incidents are reported many times in the newspaper that either foods are rotten away or eaten by the rats. So you can say that if the foods are going to get to the wastage, nothing serious could be more than this, that on the one side, when the poor people are losing their life, are dying because of the hunger, but on the other side, plenty of food which has been purchased by the government by paying very high prices to the farmer through the MSP is going to be not utilized to save the life of the needy section of society. There are few more areas, student, that we shall address in the coming section, in the next section of this particular chapter. Before that, let us go to that graph, that is 4.2. Let me open the page number 50. There is a graph showing you the status, that you can see there are two color shown. One is with the maroon color, that is buffer norm, and on the other side there is actual stock. You can easily see that every time from the January till October, the status of the food available, actual stock, is comparatively higher than the buffer norm. These are the norm. Buffer norm is that the particular minimum amount of food grain required for any adversities taking place in the country. Best example I said in my previous video is of the present situation, when there is lockdown, many poor people are unable to make money. So government is making its effort, that it is providing food grain across the country to all the needy people. Government is making coordination with the state government, central government is making coordination with the state government to ensure that not a single person is going to remain without the food, because there is enough food available. Recently our Prime Minister made a statement that there is no shortage of food. What it means? That our actual stock is much more than that what the buffer norm itself means. Buffer norm itself means that it is required to have minimum amount of food grains for any situation where any adverse situation where the food in any part of the country, food availability in any part of the country get threatened. By this graph we can find out that there remains some condition in which we should not be finding any news in the country where few people are losing their life due to the starvation death. Now there is also a block, student, Antyodaya Anna Yojana. Antyodaya Anna Yojana was initiated in the year 2000, and December 2000 when it was initiated, the target was 1 crore poorest of the poor people across the country could be added, and it was decided that each family was supposed to be paid 25 kilogram of food grain with a price of wheat at rupees 2 per kg and rice at the rupees 3 per kg. Later it was added, this food grain amount was increased from rupees 25 for 25 kilogram to 35 kilogram. Means initially there was food grain given to the poorest of poor was 25 kilogram, but now after the April 2002 it is now 35 kilogram. Between 2003 and 4, 1 crore people were further added. So now in this scheme of Antyodaya Anna Yojana, there are 2 crore of the family exists. Government make every effort to provide the kind of food stuff through the minimum support prices, and on the other side, whatever articles of the whatever essential commodities are not available through the farmers, government provides subsidy also. I said in my previous lecture that in the previous video content, I said that I will be explaining you. So what is subsidy? You need to understand. Subsidy is a amount given by the government to the producer so that consumer can avail the essential good at the comparatively cheaper prices. Government has made this initiative for protecting the poor section of society, and at the same time government make effort that the producer do not get discouraged by a means of selling the product at the lower prices. So actually producer don't make loss, rather government take the burden of certain percentage of the total cost which is being consumed by the consumer, but its certain portion is paid by the government. Take example of LPG gas. I think this is the product every household required. So whenever you purchase LPG gas, these days, after purchasing of LPG gas, if you are into the category of subsidized group, you get some money back from the government in the account of your parents. You can confirm it from them. It means government, although this subsidy, although this LPG is consumed by your family member for all the luxury of food, for cooking the food, but its certain portion is taken as a burden by the government to ensure that people get encouraged to use only the LPG cylinder, and they should be avoiding anything what can create the air pollution, like using like uh, burning of coal or burning of wood to cook the food. That is not advisable for the poor section of society. But again, subsidy is given in the LPG cylinder only to that section of society which earn less than certain amount per annum. This amount keeps changing time to time. Presently I think it is 10 lakh rupees. If any family earn less than 10 lakh rupees, government provide them subsidy. Student, here I am completing this section. In the next section we will begin with the uh, further critical analysis of the public distribution system along with certain suggestions, and we will also discuss about the cooperative societies to ensure food security in different part of the country. Thanks a lot.